Yo! Welcome back to a new video. As always, it is your ungodly host, SGSAMI, and yo! We're back with another video. Look, in today's video, I'm just gonna give it to you straight. I'm new to this game. I've only been playing this class for, like, if I literally look at this, for less than 24 days. It's 23 days, 23 hours, 46 minutes. It's about 2 weeks I've been playing to this class. And every now and then, I've even switched off the class. So, in no way, shape, or form am I going to claim in this video I'm a good player. There are probably other good Maehwas out there, but the issue is not a single one of them do YouTube. Like, look at this. If we literally go over to YouTube, youtube.com, and type in Maehwa Succession PvP Guide, the last 2 videos were 5 months ago. One titled Maehwa Succession PvP does so much damage in it, where I've actually watched it. He doesn't tell us any combos, he just shows us the damage. And there's another one by Nayashi 6 months ago, Maehwa Succession Review Guide. Now, obviously, this was when Succession first came out, and the class has changed a lot since then. There is also this one from Nayashi again 4 months ago, so shout out to Nayashi. But the point is, there are almost zero, like literally zero, PvP guides for Maehwa. And honestly, I gotta be telling you guys, this class is extremely underrated. The potential damage from this class is literally insane. And if you haven't already, you can actually go check out the other videos I've done on PvP on this if you're interested to see what this damage is actually like for this class. But the Succession is absolutely broken. You can almost literally one-shot people at above 320 DP, especially if they DR. If they DR, you literally just melt through them like butter. Like, you actually just melt through people like butter. And even if they're evasion at around 271 AP or 269 bracket and then the 273 bracket, you really start to see power. I'm almost about to hit 62, so I'm about to literally hit the 273 bracket. And then if I capture one, I can hit 277 after getting the other Caposho. So it's honestly pretty good for me. But here, I'm going to show you a few combo guides that you can do, especially since a lot of the changes have gone through. Now, the point of this video, as I said, is I'm not a good player. I'm very new to this class. The point is to bring other Maehwas in to actually correct me or correct each other so we can all learn. The end point of this video is so we can learn. So let's get into a few combos. Now, obviously, the fastest, the most strongest combo you can do is you go into the bow, charge bow, into the dash, into this, into the cancel, blooming, dead. They are literally dead. At this point, if they're below 330, 340, and you release 269, they do not survive this combo. Now, if they do survive this combo, there are other things you can do for it. Now, I will go through it slowly a little bit more, but there are other things you can add to that combo. For example, this. If we do this, into this, and then you do this, you'll get the third, and then Dragon Bite. Now, they will stand up somewhere in between that, but you will, if you do it fast enough and correctly, you will be able to get a few hits of this in, and that does devastating damage. Now, if we're gonna go through that first combo a little slower, so you start with I think the name is Prime Charged Arrow. You charge it, you hit it, you go into the dash, your simple right click dash, into the what is it called? The Prime Dragon Bite for the stun, into Bloom, into Red Moon, but you cancel Red Moon. Now, one thing you need to learn for these PvP is how to cancel Red Moon. Unfortunately, Red Moon is very unprotected. It is only got super armor during Tiger Blade, and the rest of it is forward guard before the last hit. So pretty much from your sides or behind, you are completely unprotected. Now, Red Moon will knock up within the first 2 hits. It is very, very fast, and it will almost hit 360 and almost sometimes actually knock people out of super armor. So Red Moon is definitely super strong, but you have to cancel it, because if you don't cancel it, you will literally be punished. The first cancel you have, and the most reliant, is Sticky Snowflake, which is obviously your forward C. So if you go Red Moon and then forward C, boom, cancel. Now, if I wait for the Red Moon to recharge again, I do also want to point out another change that went into Maehwa in the last couple months is this. So your succession passive, the succession Maehwa conviction, used to have to actually stack up using, what's it called again? Using decap into 3 stacks, and then you would get this, and you would get that. But now with the new changes, you can always stack up to 2 and keep 2. Like if I do 1, and if I do 2, oh, that actually activated the 3rd one because I dashed by accident. But the point is, you can always have 2 petal blooms up before you enter a fight. Now, if you have the 2 up, you can literally have it up with dash, like right there, as you can see, and the next one should activate right there. We now have 2 up, so this is honestly super useful, because obviously it lets you, in some cases, just do this into just that. That will do literally an insane amount of damage. And obviously the Dragon Bite stuns, so it'll let you continue that flow, and the decap also has a stun on good hits. Like, there's a lot of stuns on Maehwa. As you can see, he's currently stunned. But back to the full combo, you want to go in with the charge, into the Dragon Bite, into the blooming, cancel it, boom, blooming, dead. So, just to recap, you use charge stub arrow into the dash, which is your, where is it? Literally your ultimate chase, into the Dragon Bite, into the Red Moon, into the Sticky Snowflake for the cancel, and Sticky Snowflake alone, oh my god, the damage is insane, and into the full blooming. The blooming is where the damage comes from. Every time you can activate this spell, you want to cancel it. You never want it to not cancel, because if you cancel it, it activates immediately. There isn't a short wind up, and it can be easily cancelled with almost every skill in the game that Maehwa has, but the most reliant one is Chase. So let's do this combo again. We go into Arrow, into Dragon Bite, Red Moon, cancel, blooming, dead. You can do this, and then just like extra stuff, dead, dead. Now another combo that's actually very favorable that a lot of people don't actually know about, and it's only used in certain situations, is this. If you have on your stub arrow tree, it is called, where is it at? Arrow Grapple. Once you grapple arrow someone, you can actually press spacebar and it will drag you to them. Now on the animation scale window, it looks like it's very slow, but if I do this in real time, boom, instant. Now what you didn't see about this is, I actually, the stun went out obviously from the stub arrow, the stiffness, sorry, and then the grapple landed me straight to him. But one thing you can add onto this flow is if you have Blind Frost stuns. So one thing you could do is this, and they're stunned for that situation, boom, blooming, dead. Blooming is your main damage. Every time you hit this, there's a very slight chance they're gonna survive. Most of the time, blooming will actually annihilate your target, especially if you're on 273 bracket, 277, or 281. If you have the accuracy with pegs or other stuff, you will literally massacre people. But once again, if we do this combo again, we do this into blooming, boom. Now you can actually do that again, and then you'll have the decap again into the Dragon Bite. Obviously, Dragon Bite with the full bloom effect is that like very fast attack. This one, as you can see. Another very famous combo you could do is just honestly, if you're in the middle of a fight. Now, obviously, like in the middle of a PvP fight, this guy is not going to be standing still. This guy is going to be a striker or something. He's going to be running around. One thing that's very favorable to do is just see if you can land the Dragon Bite. If you land the Dragon Bite, just go into the blooming, into the Red Moon, into the blooming, and they're honestly almost dead. Do the decap and Dragon Bite. Now again, Maehwa's succession requires on landing your first hit. If you land your first hit, there is almost guaranteed you will get a kill if you have the AP, if you have the accuracy for it. So your options are either through the bow, the Dragon Bite, or blooming itself, because blooming itself actually does stun on good hits. So sometimes just go for it, land it, and see what happens. Now other times, if you're in the middle of a very big chase and like let's say you're running out of stamina, you've used a lot of stuff, like he's on your tail, like it's almost neck and neck, you don't know what to do, you're like pretty much struggling for stamina, just go for the Red Moon, and if it lands, it's over. You've won the fight. at the end of the day, what are you going to do? You're out of stamina. You could either try to play it defensively with your block and just, like, keep blocking, or you could actually Tiger Blade and your chase becomes infinite if you have the mana for it. That's why I'm actually grinding for the Infinity Potion. So mana is super needed on Maehwa, but if sometimes you just don't have anything, just go for it. Literally just go for the Red Moon, see what happens. If you land it, just one hit, they will get CC'd and it allows you to go into the blooming. So again, if you're out of stamina and like you're literally struggling to literally live and you don't know what to do, and you're like, you see yourself on like 10 stamina, just go for the Red Moon. If it lands, one hit, boom, blooming, dead. You've just turned around an unwinnable fight, and it catches people off guard because they're also busy on chasing you, and then you've turned it around. Now another thing, another combo that starts this, and a lot of people don't actually know about this, and a lot of people think it's pretty useless, but it's actually Cyclone Slash. If I just use Cyclone Slash, it's very slow, and it hits, but one thing you've just noticed is it's barely visible. So one thing you can do is bait it. Throw the Cyclone Slash and run. And if that didn't just bug out right there, sometimes it does bug out. Obviously, this is BDO, desync happens, a lot of things go wrong. But if it doesn't bug out and you've just ran, they get knocked down. Now, if I want to show you this in a real life PvP setting. So I was fighting this, where are we at? So I was fighting this striker. Here, as you can see, the stuns didn't land, nothing landed, so I landed the Cyclone, baited it, and he got knocked up. So once again, as you can see from the start of this combo, sorry, not this video, not that video either, the arrow failed, the Dragon Bite blocked, so I pull back, right here, as you can see, this is the animation, throw the Cyclone Slash, and just run away. Like I said, it's barely visible. It's almost not visible. Like, if you actually look at it right now, look at that. That's almost invisible. He didn't see it. He kept chasing me, and he landed it into the blooming, into the Red Moon, into the Sticky Snowflake, dead. That striker was 320 DP, by the way. I think he was DR, so he's a little brain dead, but either that, the Cyclone Slash is very, very strong, because if you land it and then just run to the left, it's almost not visible, and if they're still chasing you and it's an unprotected chase, or even if it's a protected chase, sometimes it will land and it will be devastating. The damage is just unbelievable. Now, one thing else I do want to point out, in every combo you want to have this critical hit rate 30% activated. This critical hit rate 30% comes from your extra skills, and it's this one, the Ultimate Maehwa will, for critical hit rate 30% for 10 seconds upon using this skill. So always start a fight activating Maehwa's will, and by the time you need the health recovery, it should be back. It also does give you magic DP plus 15, so it is a defensive skill. Always start with it in a fight, and sometimes if you want, you can even start with Tiger's Will, which is just a WP recovery if you are low, but you want to start with this, giving you instantly the defensive power and the critical hit rate power. Now, obviously, as you see, this is a 20-second cooldown, and it's only activated for 10 seconds. Another thing a lot of people don't know is Blind Frost. Blind Frost has the exact same ability, which unfortunately doesn't stack, but if you just simply left-click, spacebar, boom, critical hit rate 30%. Blind Frost is only on a 6-second cooldown, so you can almost always have this 30% critical hit rate active. That is literally lethal. It does massive amounts of damage. So once again, we're going to start a combo, and I'll run it down for you sooner. So we start off with that, into that, into that, into the Red Moon, cancel, blooming, dead. They will literally be eviscerated. Now, if we go to the other combo, like I've just, like, let's say I've just used that, and I've just used that, and I've got almost nothing left, I can just do this into this, boom. Grapple is honestly super underrated, and a lot of times it will catch people off guard because it will literally teleport you straight to them. Like, look at this. It'll teleport you straight to them. They're stiffened. All you have to do is land a Dragon Bite. Boom. Red Moon blooming. Dead. It's as easy as that. Now, there are more combos that I could have shown you. For example, another one is stiffen into this, into this, into this, taking prioritize of Prime Blind Slash. Although it's unprotected, it is floating on one good hit, and it does a lot of damage, 1023 times 2. So utilize a lot of these skills how you want. As you can see, again, baiting the Cyclone Slash honestly will work in the midst of like a super big fight. Like I mentioned with Maehwa, a lot of the things you do is just going to be based on situational. Like the Dragon Bite will almost always never work. The Blind Arrow sometimes doesn't work. The Blind Slash sometimes doesn't work. Like, again, in a PvP situation, these people are not going to be standing still. They're going to be chasing you. It's going to be fast. You're going to be panicking. But one thing you need to focus on is keeping calm, realizing what you have, land this Cyclone Slash into the Dragon Bite, into the Red Moon, into the Sticky Snowflake, and cancel. Other than that, guys, I think I'm going to end this video here. There's a lot of other things I have to learn with this class, and she's honestly a beauty. If you want my sad face, you can actually find it on the customization shop. Just type in Maehwa's sad or something like that, and it'll come up. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do a skill guide, another combo guide, maybe if I learn more, and maybe a build guide if you need help with builds. Tell me what you want, and also I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Tim, as always. Peace!